Good morning and thank you for checking in. H11 Pro Apple Watch 8 series clone and the original Apple Watch 8. So the H11 Pro Apple Watch 8 clone comes in this box, H11 Pro, and of course the original Apple Watch. Packagings are different as we just saw. If we start with the design, let's look at the design. Original one and the clone one. The color is almost, same if you look from, distance, but if you look closer, like we did at the moment, the difference is obvious, and you can see that here is a red circle. The red circle means the watch is the cellular version, but mine is the original one, is non-cellular version. Of course, there is no cellular feature on this watch, but they have cloned the full one. So actually, this is not a difference. If mine was a cellular version, also the crowns will be the same. And if you look closer, the tooth count on the original one is more than the clone one, and while turning it, you feel this feeling that tick or some vibration. When it's turned off, the original one just turns without no feedback. So before turning them on, let's measure their sizes. 0, first the original one. Yes. Actually, let's do it because it must be, 45. Yes. 45 millimeters, the original one. Let's see what is the size of the clone watch, H11 Pro. 45 millimeters. So the sizes are same by the height and width. 40 millimeter, and the original one 39.8 millimeter. Actually it should be 40, but I think when I touch it here, the crown goes inside, as it has that feature, which means they are almost in the same size, and the protective case for the original Apple Watch 8 should be fitting also to the clone one. So let's see it first on the original one. Yes, it starts, if you just press here, just about 2 seconds, it turns on, and it is turning on with the Apple logo, and it takes actually some time while it is launching. Okay, and let's try this for the clone watch, if it's going to fit or not. Yeah, it fits. Let's turn this on, and now this one turns on by saying hello. And I would like to show you, a second. So the original Apple Watch 8 case fits to the clone one. And let's, come on, even the original one sometimes have problems with the touch screen. I already made a detailed review video of this watch, so you can find the link. Actually, I have made the detailed review videos of both watches. You can find the detailed review video links in the description. In this video, I'm just going to show you the differences. So let's, and I would like to turn on the full display brightness on this one. So this is the full brightness on the original Apple Watch 8, and see the same watch face. Is it at the full brightness? Yes. So let's have a look. Actually, the clone watch has a brighter screen, but at the original one, resolution is amazing. On this one, it's not that good, but this one is about $428, and this watch just costs around $28. Right, $400 of difference. Okay, what are the differences? Let me show you this. When you get a clone watch, it doesn't matter if it's a Apple Watch 8 clone or Apple Watch Ultra clone. In the interface, when you slide to right, you get a split screen here. But at the original one, we don't have a such feature. If you try to slide, nothing happens, because when you try to slide, your watch faces, your watch, come on, see, your watch, this is the original one, by the way. Your watch face changes, and you can also add your, photos as a watch face. And when you touch with your two fingers,
it's 1:40.
It tells you the time. Come on. And there is no limit that how many watch faces that you are going to set for the watch, for the Apple Watch 8. You can set watch faces as much as you want. And this one is called portrait watch face. You upload a photo, and when you turn the crown, it makes the photo bigger. Okay. And on the clone watch, come on, we have the settings like lock face. For example, we don't have this feature, locking the watch face, on Apple Watch 8. Instead, you are setting your pin code and it locks the whole watch. And when you slide on this one, you get the menus. And on the Apple Watch 8, message part, the primary difference is the Wi-Fi. Of course, in Apple Watch 8, the original one, you have Wi-Fi connection, and you can answer your messages on the Apple Watch 8. You can watch YouTube. You can answer your WhatsApp messages, even if you need, if you need to use a third-party app, you can do this on this one. But on the clone watches, on the clone Apple Watch 8, you don't have the chance or any other feature. You cannot download third-party apps to answer your messages, WhatsApp, or other social media platforms like this. You just need to stack it, the interface that allows you. Okay, and any other differences? They both have sensors, but on clone watches, yeah, this one comes similar, but I made the test versus a medical device with the Apple Watch 8, and it gives you the exact same numbers with the medical device. That is awesome. That's why Apple is the best with its sensor on the smartwatch market. But with the $400 of difference, I am not sure if it worth to pay $400 of difference. And this one is the non-seller version. If you would like to buy the seller version that looks like this one, it is going to be cost you way more expensive. And they both have two kind of menu. This grid one, the most known one and the least one. But if you would like to check the smoothness, you need to test this one. So this is the original one, smoothness. Let's see the clone one. Yeah, it's way more leggy than the original one, but there is a $400 of price difference. And by the way, this watch, the H11 Pro Apple Watch 8 clone, is using the same processor of the Vivo Ultra Max. Vivo Ultra Max is an Apple Watch Ultra clone, and it is using a processor of a bigger watch than itself, which means when that processor try to operate a smaller screen, it performs better. So this watch actually in the clone market pretty fast. And what else we have on this watch? You can also download watch faces through its app. There are lots of hundreds of watch faces, and you can also upload your photo on this one like I did here. And the watch faces also changing. And we have compass here. Of course, the Apple Watch 8 has a compass, and its compass is more advanced. On this one, you just, able to see the directions of, but with the compass of the Apple Watch 8, let me show you this. When it is not on your wrist, it is really hard to operate the original Apple Watch 8. Let me choose a watch face that I have added the compass as an icon. Come on. Yes. See, with the compass of Apple Watch 8, you can see your current altitude to the sea level, and when you click it and when you rotate it, I have detailedly showed this feature in the detailed review video of this watch. And when you click this one, this watch can save your path, the track that you have walked, and when you stopped it, it asks you retrace steps or delete steps. So I'm going to delete it now. If you click the retrace option, and if you get lost, the watch is going to show you way back to your start point or to home, wherever you start your walking or your journey, with its onboard GPS. But on this one, there is no GPS, no tracking feature. You can even set waypoints here. For example, you parked your car into a car lot or somewhere that you don't know, you haven't been before. You can just add a waypoint to your compass, and when you go back, you can just select that waypoint and retrace to find your car easily. That is awesome. And of course, the dictation of the Siri, please don't open, is going to work awesome on this one. It just takes every single word you talk to the watch, and it is obvious that English is not my primary language. Even I say any word, any sentence, it just understands and writes it. That's awesome. Of course, you don't have those features on the Apple Watch 8 clone H11 Pro, but if you put watch bands on both watches, the original Apple Watch 8 and the clone one, and both watches are able to use the original Apple Watch Ultra. So this is not the original Apple Watch Ultra, but 1:1 scale. They are both able to use original Apple Watch Ultra watch bands, as I am just showing you here. And you can also see notifications from your phone on this one also. Okay, let's have a look. To be honest, it is way more easier to move between the watch faces. Okay, when you look this way, they are, 95% looks identical. And if you don't want to pay more than $400 more, this is the one you need to go. I mean, if you are looking just for the looks, the styling of the Apple Watch 8, this one is, you can find between $26 and $30 in different sellers on AliExpress. I'm going to put some links in the description so you can check there. But if you really need the features of the original Apple Watch 8, of course you need to go with the original Apple Watch. But if you are looking for a design, this is the one to go. Yes, I love my Apple Watch 8, but does it really worth to $400 of difference? In my opinion, no. But it depends on your needs. I love this, I bought this, so of course I am using it, but it doesn't worth that $400 of difference. That's my opinion. The main differences, this one has Wi-Fi, GPS. This one doesn't have Wi-Fi and GPS. And you can track your way, track path, however you call it, with this watch, and you cannot do that on this one. You can connect your Bluetooth earphones to this watch, and they don't have to be Apple product. You cannot connect your earbuds to this one. You can you can store your musics in this watch, but you cannot on this one. These are the main differences. The looks are almost same. As I mentioned, I'm going to put the links in the description. You can find them there, and I also made detailed review videos. All features, I showed all features of both watches in those detailed review videos. I'm going to put those links in the description. So this was my comparison with the original Apple Watch 8 versus H11 Pro Apple Watch 8 clone. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.